Hello everybody, welcome to the 6th episode of Ramen Radio. My name is Kuro.
And I'm Onizuka.
And we're glad to be here again with you guys today. So let's start with the first story in today's docket, which is that a Tennessee school district is removing multiple manga series from their libraries.
Yeah, the Rutherford County Schools, to be exact, removed over 150 titles from its schools, the school libraries, on November 11th, after board members flagged them a day earlier.
Yeah, and I'm looking through this list of stuff that they flagged. A lot of it isn't stuff that you would generally think of as like something to be, too crazy for kids. So let's go over the actual ruling. So they said that these books violated the Tennessee State Age-Appropriate Materials Act of 2022. Pretty much anything containing nudity or describes or depicts sexual excitement. So pretty much a boner or those nosebleeds.
Yeah, some fan service-y type stuff.
Yeah, fan service type stuff would fall under that. Sexual conduct, excessive violence, or sadomasochistic abuse. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So after hearing those things that are against the rules, let's go over the list of manga.
Yeah, so first we have Jujutsu Kaisen, which I think is kind of funny. If anything, it's just the violence. There's not much sexual content in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, there's no fan service or lewdness in that, so I literally think it's just the torture and the death. I don't know, it's not that different than manga that we've had in the past. Next is Case Closed, which I don't get again.
It's Detective Conan.
Detective Conan, sorry. Yeah, but this one totally makes no sense to me because everybody is, like, that show seems very kid-friendly to me, but maybe I'm missing something.
I mean, I haven't gotten too far into it. Maybe it does have fan service, I don't know.
All right, next is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Which is another one that I feel
it's
like...
very strange. I mean, but it is violence.
Yeah, it does get pretty violent sometimes. Like, I remember when the anime came out, there's like a scene where a dog gets like attacked by a stand, and it was censored in the censored version, but then they had the uncensored one, just like in the manga, so you would see everything. But again, it's not that crazy, in my opinion.
JoJo, I remember there was the fight with the doll in the hotel room, and one of the hotel workers walks in and his face gets sliced off. So I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about some of the stuff in JoJo, I can see why this got banned, even though it's still a bit much to ban it. But
maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like it's worse to see it in an anime. But
yeah.
Maybe I'm just...
Yeah, I think because it adds a layer, because you hear the screams.
Yeah, and when you see it like in a video format, it's a little bit more...
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Excessive, I think.
This is the North Star. Next is Bungo Stray Dogs, which I can get because one of the main characters in that show, one of his goals is to like have people commit suicide with him.
Yeah.
Like
Dazai.
Yeah, Dazai. His introduction is like, hey, you want to commit a double suicide? So like or double unaliving. Sorry, we can't say that on YouTube. Yeah, so I can totally see that
double
one. Double
dismissal. Let's call it that.
That's double dismissal.
Yeah, but the thing is, because people have been trying to do stuff like this since the beginning of time. If it's entertainment, is it just something that you're escaping into, escapism, or is it something that you're taking actual life lessons and rules on how to live your life by? Like if you're a kid and you just read JoJo as entertainment just because, and you're not actually gonna go out and try these things, should it be okay for you to read it? Some people say yes, some people say no.
I say yes, but
discussion is old as time.
Yeah, some people obviously think people aren't able to differentiate or able to like read something and enjoy it.
Especially the younger they are. Yeah.
But that was just a short list. There's other stuff on this list that got banned, but we're not going to go through everything. A couple other things that should have been banned that is on here. 7 Deadly Sins. Meliodas is a pig. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That's justifiable. But some stuff like Attack on Titan, I guess for gore, but I mean, gore is part of the story. Like the fan service stuff I can get, like erasing that. But like saying you can't read Attack on Titan because somebody gets eaten alive, it's like, bro, there are plenty of books in the summer reading list that have death and destruction, and like the history books have people getting beheaded. I mean,
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be a bad person and just say, yo, let kids read what they want to read, especially. I don't know. I think there's worse things that they could be doing. If they're in a library reading all day, reading manga, there's worse things they could be getting up to, in my opinion.
Honestly.
That's just me. I don't know. But we are also manga fans, so
we're biased.
If we weren't into this at all and we saw this type of stuff, maybe we'd be like, yo, what the fuck? I don't know. I read manga as a kid and I turned out not that great, but it wasn't because of the manga, so
I can contest to that. This guy's not that great. I got a new internet challenge. You go to Tennessee and you put Berserk in the school libraries and run out. Just put a chapter of Berserk in there and just leave.
It's crazy that that's not on the list. Maybe they just don't know about it yet.
Oh, they wouldn't even allow it.
It says that this article says that there are about 400 titles, and so this is only a few of the titles on the list.
If Berserk was on there, they would have put it.
Berserk is number 1. Berserk is the reason the list got made.
I don't think it even crosses the state border. I think once it passes over Tennessee, it evaporates.
Yeah.
Just the books. They don't even allow that kind of filth. Next on the docket,
The Shueisha Shonen Jump Plus account, they said that Spy Family is going to take a 1-month break.
that's not bad.
Chapter 108, which is going to be the next chapter that comes out, is going to come out on December 23rd instead of its original date. That's not that bad, actually.
It's not bad at all.
Especially for a manga that I'm pretty sure hasn't been taking breaks.
And it's a monthly manga, right? So it's not like it's missing
It's
4
either
chapters.
monthly or I don't remember. I think
It's not weekly.
Kaiju number 8 is the one that changed. It was
Yeah,
like-
Kaijo was monthly and then it became bi-weekly.
or something like that. Yeah. Also, it's on Jump Plus, so that means it could come out whenever they want.
It's not that big of a change, so
Yeah.
whatever
And
the
it's
reason
popular.
is.
The fans aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna drop it because of a month break.
But I do feel like the hype has died down a bit, or is that just because I'm like not in that circle? But
I don't know
actually, they
if
just had a movie.
I don't know if it's died down. The problem is, we were talking about this earlier, like in 2024, it's quantity over quality with how many series and shows come out.
Yep.
So it's just not the hottest thing on the block anymore.
Nah,
But
I
it still
feel
has
that.
fans. I mean, pretty much every season, there's like 1 or 2 anime series that people are like, oh, this thing's finally getting an anime. Like right now it's Dandadan, right?
And next season is gonna be Sakamoto Days. There's always a show.
I don't know if it's died down. It's just not the most popular girl on the block anymore. And with all these series that constantly come out, it's just bound to happen.
So next on the hiatus block is Freiren, which is going on a 2-week hiatus, or I wouldn't even call that a hiatus, just a 2-week break. The manga returned on August 7th from a hiatus that started on May 15th of this year. And now it's going on another 2-week break. But again, that's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And the second season's coming. And the last hiatus that we have on the docket for today is a manga called Shadow House.
Shadow's House, yeah.
Shadow's House, which is going on a 3-week hiatus, which I've never heard of this. Have you?
Shadow's House is definitely weekly because I know it's in Young Jump, which is weekly.
Okay.
I used to read a manga that was in that magazine, so I would like know when it was coming out every week. Shadow's House, it seems interesting. I remember when the anime came out and I would always see clips and it looks cool. I never got into it though.
So there's an anime for this already. Okay.
Yeah, it's. I think it got like 2 seasons. I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it says the second season was in 2022.
Wow.
Again, it's something that I've always had on my list. I'm always like, y'all should check it out, but I still have not.
Next thing is the Under Ninja, which I enjoy. They're getting a live action show. Oh no, a live action film, excuse me. The trailer just dropped and the theme song for the film is also done by Creepy Nuts, the same people that made the Dandadan opening and the Mashal
one of the
opening
Mashal
from
openings,
season
yeah.
2, the viral Mashal opening. So that's actually pretty cool. So that means the song's more than likely gonna be a hit. Dandadan's opening is fire and that Mashal one is spectacular.
Well, first off, this is gonna be a Japanese live action. They've been picking up. They've been doing a lot more of these lately. But I'm starting to see where like they'll get a live action first and then the anime came out.
That happened with
for Trillion Game.
and that happened with
The Fable?
the Fable,
Yeah, that happened. It got 2 before
Yeah.
the anime came out. So yeah, interesting.
I like how they're taking one franchise and hitting it with multiple adaptations. They got the live action and the anime. I'm gonna definitely give this one a shot, this Under Ninja.
I wonder if we'll get any news about season 2.
Of Under Ninja?
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe they're gonna do waves. Like they'll wait for the live action to come out, wait a little bit, and when they're promoting the live action, they'll talk about season 2.
Yeah.
They do that sometimes too. The next one is about Lupin the Third. So Takeshi Koike, he is gonna direct a 2D feature-length anime film. So that's pretty cool. Lupin, I've only seen a little bit of it, but I kind of enjoy it.
Same exact situation.
There was, I forget which season it's considered, but I think the one that came out in like 2015 or so, where it takes place in Italy. I watched that one and it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that made me want to get into it. For the anime, yeah, the 2015, I think you're right. That adaptation was really well done. So, and this is a 2D animation movie, so I love the 2D animation style. Call me old school, but I'm gonna give this a shot.
Yeah.
I think this is a great movie to watch at night in the dark, you know, low lights, Cowboy Bebop vibe. So,
And
you know.
again, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Koike is a legendary anime director. So the fact that he's doing this, it's gonna be dope, most likely. Man, there's the 2015 season. There's one episode that I really like, and Lupin's not even in it. It's about the samurai.
I think I remember this one.
Oh
yeah.
man, that episode was dope. But yeah, I see no reason not to check this movie out. I mean, it's Lupin. It's got Takeshi Koike directing, 2D. you know, the animation and the coloring and everything, the feel, the vibe is going to be off the charts. Let's look out for it in 2025. Apparently the tagline is, you don't yet know the real Lupin.
Oh, after 30-something years.
That's typical movie promo stuff.
Nah, they're just gonna rewrite the franchise. Imagine he has demon powers now. Demon powers and a gun.
Listen, that sounds ridiculous, but technically, Lupin is one of those franchises where they just do whatever they want. So you could do that and then the next thing that comes out after just be like, it's unreal.
Yeah. All right, now for some fun stories. Man arrested for selling 2 fake Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards for 700,000 yen.
Which is interesting to me because I don't know. When I was into Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like it was easy to tell when they were fake, but that was years ago. Things must have changed.
All right, so how much do you think 700,000 yen is first off, without looking? Or do you,
I
you already looked?
I already looked. You guess.
I saw it too. $4,600 for 2 cards is a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
That's
money.
a quick grift too.
Yeah.
2 cards, almost $5,000.
Apparently, a guy in Nagoya was arrested for selling 2 counterfeit Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards for a total of 700,000 yen. The Aichi Prefecture Nishi Police Department arrested Suguro Sakazaki for trademark law violations on October 25th. He was allegedly selling counterfeit Blue Eyes White Dragon cards
Classic
and
card.
a Lily card from the Pokemon trading game.
Blue Eyes,
Blue Eyes, yeah.
I might have fallen for that because I would want a Blue Eyes.
But what makes it worth the $2,000 per card? Like,
I don't know.
The secondhand dealer consulted the police. All right, so this guy thought he was getting a deal. So each card generally goes for 1,000,000 yen, and he thought he was getting 2 for 700,000, and got scammed. So the rule of
Maybe
thumb
that
is,
should have been an indication, bro.
the rule of thumb is, if something seems too good to be true, it generally is, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm an eBay guy, and so I feel like I would have saw this coming. I would have been like, nope. You got to know when things just don't add up.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry for the person that got scammed by this. The Nagoya TV News Network reported that Sakazaki admitted to falsifying the sales contracts, but claimed he did not know that the cards were counterfeit. The report further stated that the Aichi Police Department suspected Sakazaki of further crimes related to counterfeit collectibles and trading cards. As such, the police seized several other Pokemon cards from his residence. This guy's going to jail. This guy's going to jail. They definitely are going to find a bunch of counterfeit cards in there, and they don't play that in Japan. So.
There's a picture here, and I wonder if this is the actual card that he tried to sell off. Because if it is, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty. It looks pretty.
Yeah.
I'd probably fall for this shit. I don't know.
That's so funny, but shouts out to Sakazaki.
He's a fool, too. He messed up because you said, I didn't know they were counterfeit, and then they raided your house, and they're going to find the rest of your counterfeit cards?
Nah, just say you didn't know any of them were counterfeit. So you got it from the same guy.
Okay.
Damn, it's over for him.
I respect the hustle because people do go hard for those Pokemon collectibles and cards and all that stuff. So
there's like an app or this app now where you can buy the Pokemon cards, and you buy them, and then somebody opens your package that you bought live on air in the factory type shit, so you don't have to wait for it to be shipped. So you can like purchase something, they'll open it for you on stream, other people are watching, you see what's in your deck, and then they ship you your deck, so you know what's coming before it even gets there.
So I buy some super expensive pack, and then I call all my friends and be like, yo, watch this stream so you can see that my shit is real?
Yeah.
That's retarded.
So people, like, it's fun. Like, you can be with your friends, and you buy a pack for $10, and you open it, and there's like a Bulbasaur or some shit, holographic, and you're like, oh, that's worth $50. I already made my money back. And then they send it to you in the mail, and there's other people in the chat, like, you know, talking about the stuff as it's getting
I think
opened.
that would be fun if there was a chance that it could be fake. So that's the fun for the audience. You're like, oh shit, I think that would be fun.
That would be hilarious.
Okay, so next up, we're gonna talk about something that I'm surprised we haven't covered that in depth yet, but we did breach on it a little bit.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of anime leaks recently.
A lot of leaks.
And not just like information, like episodes, full seasons. Stuff's just been leaking. And I guess now Netflix is subpoenaing Discord in investigations, specifically of some of their post-production partners, because they want to know what the F is up.
As they should. So they filed a subpoena in the Northern District of California, and it's, like you said, from Netflix to Discord. And the subpoena will help identify the users that are allegedly involved in the leak. So if you are one of said users, flee the country, go to Bali.
Go to Taiwan.
Nah, you gotta go to Bali with Russell Simmons. That's where that's the spot.
Facts.
The dollar go far as fuck there. Yeah, at that point, you gotta leave because they're gonna come for you. You leaking whole seasons? That's not like, oh, you leaking a plot or there's a spoiler or a plot twist. Let's get into this. What did they say Ashley leaked?
The first episode of the 3rd season of Re:Zero. I remember when that dropped. It says the first 2 episodes of Dandadan. I remember when that dropped too.
So this all started in August. Episodes of the new anime, Ramen 1/2, and Dandadan, as well as a Mononoke film, were all leaked to the public on sites like 4chan and BitTorrent, all right? They were very low quality and had blurred watermarks and burned timestamps into it, but it was still out there. Then later on...
That's how you know it came from the post-production partners.
Yeah, because of the blurred out stamps they were covering the trail. And then episodes 3 to 6 of Dandadan all leaked. And the whole season of the Terminator anime, which
Terminator Zero. That's
Terminator
crazy.
Zero, which is actually a good show, and it's crazy that it fully leaked.
You guys should check it out. The entire season. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then finally the full season pretty much of Ranma 1/2 leaked, the full 12 episodes. So yeah, they're coming after these motherfuckers on Discord. And I would be very afraid because we see that when it gets legal, they get what they want.
Yeah.
They arrested the Telegram guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, I wonder how much this actually affects views because like the average person isn't gonna go to BitTorrent or 4chan to, you know, like leak something. I mean, to watch something that's leaked, they're gonna wait, especially if it's on a service you're already paying for. So,
true.
I don't, like, I'm not gonna say it didn't hurt numbers, but I don't think it was as, like, I don't really know anybody that was, like, going out of their way to download this stuff before it came out.
The only people that I saw, like, talk about it were, you know, people, like, that are on YouTube that talk about anime news and stuff. So, I guess if somebody watches the leaks and then makes a video and says, yo, this season is trash, I saw the first episode, maybe that could hurt views. But
yeah, you can influence people to not watch something.
Just the episodes leaking themselves, like you said, most people are not going to go out and download this stuff.
I do think that Netflix needs to get this under wraps. Like, just because something leaks, you don't have to watch it to still get spoiled by it. Like,
yeah, it's also interesting the time we live in where, like, man, think about how like leaks used to be. Might be like on some obscure forum or something, and it'd be like a grainy picture that somebody took with like a Nokia, like old camera phone. Nowadays, we're just getting the entire
season,
full thing.
What do you get out of leaking it 3 weeks early? Like
internet points.
But we don't even know who you are. If you did it well, we don't know who you are. And if we do know who you are,
I get Discord points.
Well,
I'm in the Discord every week.
Well, you about to get some commissary points, motherfucker, because they're gonna send their asses to Rikers when they get done with them, and they're gonna have to pay lawyer fees. You didn't even get money off this. I could understand people that sell stuff to TMZ, and they're like, "Yo, I got footage of this nigga whooping this nigga ass. Give me $10,000." You didn't even get no money. You just leaked it.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I bet you it was clout. Like somebody was talking shit in the chat. Like, yo, I got the rips. You don't got shit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yo, I bet.
That's a tale as old as time. Somebody's like, yo, I work for this company. You don't work for nobody. you never, you know the old like cliche, my uncle works for Nintendo shit?
Now for the last story of the day and the biggest story.
So Sony is trying to buy Kadokawa, which if you don't know, Kadokawa has its hands in a lot, honestly, just a lot. I mean, they have their hands in anime, manga, anime music, which is like an actual whole industry in itself, which Sony is also in. So they're trying to like get a competitor, and I'm pretty sure they publish games as well. Yeah, they're the parent company of From Software,
which makes all the Dark Souls and Elden Ring,
which is another reason I'm sure Sony wants to buy them.
Sony wants to keep this stuff off of their competitors. This is an anime talk, people. This is switching into a slight video game talk, but they're trying to keep this off of Microsoft or Xbox.
Yeah.
Sony is making moves. They're not fucking around. They bought Crunchyroll last year, and now they're buying this. I wonder what's next for them if they keep going. They might buy like another game creator like Square Enix or like Capcom type shit.
You know what's next?
What's next?
Streaming service.
Sony streaming service? I don't think they have enough stuff. I mean,
that's what they're like, yo, we gotta.
You know what? If they merged Crunchyroll, like all their anime stuff with their film stuff and their other stuff, then maybe they can, I guess, have a streaming service if you have all the Sony movies. But there's not like, how many IPs are you really gonna wanna Like, it's not like HBO. They need to have TV shows
It
too.
doesn't have to be now.
Because streaming services, you have to have stuff coming out all the time. That's why Netflix works. Every Friday, there's new movies and new TV shows that are on the top of the list that you can be like, oh, what came out this week?
It's funny because I saw there was an article like a little while ago where some top guy at Sony was like, he was like, we're kind of winning because we don't have
console wars?
Not winning, but we're doing well
Because you don't have streaming.
because we don't have a streaming
They're all
service.
hemorrhaging
So the
money.
other streaming services have to come to us and like license our stuff.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a lot of money because you got to keep either making stuff or licensing stuff. That's what Netflix is realizing. Like, YouTube is crushing them because content is king, and every 10 seconds there's something uploaded here. Whereas opposed to Netflix, it's every Friday or whatever, they drop something and people are done with it in like 6 hours, and it's just like, all right, what's next?
Also, I'm looking at the list and Kadokawa owns a lot.
They own
They own anime studios, game studios.
So Sony's gonna have a
novels,
pipeline
visual
to make their own animes. They can just, for any show, like they can make a God of War anime now because they have anime studios. Boom, boom. They have manga studios.
I'd be a little shocked if they don't already own something.
So yeah, I mean, is it worth it? Depends on how many billions they're asking for. But if it's Elden Ring alone, From Software alone is worth.
You know, it's funny. A few weeks ago, they said that From Software had gotten the IP rights
to Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain.
So now Sony's like, yeah, we gave it back, but
because you know how much money you can make on just licensing that game out to other consoles and to PC, really. Like,
I mean, it's on PC.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, let's say it's a Sony
being
exclusive.
in control of it.
Yeah, being in control of it and like getting money for it and making it and getting the $60 and the $70. The DLC is nominated for Game of the Year. How do you feel
wonder if
about
it's
it? Do
gonna
you
happen.
want it to happen? I don't even know how I feel as a consumer. I think having more stuff in one place is generally not a good thing because then they own all the rules.
Yeah, maybe I sound like a hater, but I'm usually one of the people that's like, this could be bad. I don't know. I don't like consolidation for obvious reasons, but I mean, some of this stuff is kind of inevitable.
Imagine you pay like a premium for PlayStation and it includes Crunchyroll and like
all this other stuff.
Maybe they do have a streaming service, but it's not something you pay monthly for. It's just included in your PlayStation stuff where you can watch like Sony products and stuff, and you pay an extra $2 a month on top of your Sony shit, and then you get access to Venom and all those other movies. And then if you want more, you get Crunchyroll. You add an extra $7 onto your PlayStation thing, and it's on your PlayStation homepage.
Who's left to be bought?
The whole industry is changing. There's more anime coming out, more manga coming out, and there's less places to experience it. It looks like everything's just consolidating. So
The almighty dollar. If they buy this includes like a number of anime studios that Kadokawa owns. There'd be like no excuse to not make.
That's what I'm saying.
Anime based off your games.
All your IP should have an anime now. The anime should come out before.
These are well-known anime studios. So
I'm not even talking shit. Like, if you have a game coming out, the anime should come out before the game, and then it should finish right before the game comes out. Last episode, the week before the game comes out. So if there's a new Uncharted game or a new IP, there's a new fucking anime coming out for it with the same voice actors in the game, in the fucking shit, and the season could be about a prequel to whatever happened in the game. And
so
if it's a sequel
the
game,
anime leads into the game.
Exactly. And if it's a sequel game, then whatever happened between the last game and the second game, anime season. You build more fucking of a narrative, and you get more people involved in it. Now people that just watch anime might buy your game.
And vice versa.
And vice versa, you know? So for Sony, this is great. For the consumer, I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, and that's it.
It's the last story for today.
Yep, thanks guys. See you guys next time.
Thanks for listening. See you on the next episode. Ramen Radio.
Later guys.